Searchlight with Joy on
AP Radio UK
and MZ Radio London.
Hello, you're welcome back. This is Searchlight with Joy. Tell you your own Chakra Minister on MZ Radio London and AP Radio London. I have here with me my second guest for today. Man of God, you are so welcome. Can you unmute, please? Okay, for those of you that are listening, watching for the first time, this is Searchlight with Joy. And if you don't know what it is, I'd like to just quickly walk you through what Searchlight is. It's a show that captures the essence, the lifestyle of the music ministry and the music ministers. We also look at events that are taking place in the music ministry and also events that have taken place in the past, and we also bring you close to some of the finest and anointed ministers that are doing exploits in our days that a lot of people don't know about. They don't know about the music, and we'll bring you close to them, and also trending gospel music that are blessing the world right now. So grab a seat, don't go anywhere. I have here with me a powerful minister of God. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I will be right back.
Searchlight with Joy on AP Radio UK and MZ Radio London.
Wow, once again, you're welcome, man of God. Minister Okey, Sokay. I'm so blessed to have him here today. Minister Okey, Sokay is a recording performing artist, songwriter, mix mastering engineer, and music producer. Wow. Only you, man of God. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can you hear me properly?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I
Can
can
you?
hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. Just increase yours a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Okay.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, let's quickly go into the show today. Viewers out there, I hope you're ready
Thank you. Thank you.
for this man of God as he's about to share with us his music, journey. But before we start, let's get to know you. Let's meet you, Minister Okey, Sokay. I hope I'm pronouncing that very
Yeah,
well.
you're getting it very well.
Very well. Okay, you're gonna in this in as we go along, you're gonna tell us how. I don't know why, if that's your original name or it's your stage name, so you let us know. But let's quickly meet you. Who is Okey, Sokay?
Okay, so Sokay is like you said, an artist, a recording artist, a mixing and mastering engineer, a producer, a software engineer, a husband, and a father to three amazing boys.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is me. I'm signed on to Rocks Nation. I'm owned by, and I'm here.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for that.
Thank
Oh yes, so listening to you, your voice is an amazing one. It's very unique.
Thank you. So
People look at you. This series, it's about you, sharing with us, with people out there looking up to you, that really don't know your story. They are seeing your glory right now. A lot of people see the glory, but they don't know the story behind the glory. A lot has happened before people start seeing what they're seeing now. A lot, they said many waters passed through the bridge. So, has music always been your part of your growing up?
Yeah, music has always been part of my growing up. While I was still a young boy, I used to go with my mom for rehearsal. I would be like the only child that would be around for the rehearsal, and usually they will give me like the tambourine or the shekere to play. You know that is, in Assemblies of God. So I'll always be around, even if I'm not doing anything. They just keep me busy in choir. They just give me, because it was just I and my mom for quite a long time. So actually, I lost my dad at a very young age, at
Wow.
7 months. Yeah, so it was just I and my mom that would always do all the movement. We would travel together. We'll go for morning cry.
Wow.
We'll go for rehearsals and all of that. So music has always been part of it for me. At some point, I was just going because I had to go, because it was just I and my mom. And then at some point, I grew up into playing a role in the choir. I started out playing the drums, of which I graduated into playing the bass guitar, acoustic guitar,
Wow.
and then eventually I started singing somewhere.
Only you, man of God. What is it? That's too much. Oh my God. All right. So, at what point, in your life that you know that this music is what God is calling me to? What actually now drew you to the music industry, and how you started this gospel music ministry that you are known for today?
Okay, for me, I you know, like I said, I started out as an instrumentalist. In fact, I started. So I'll head to your question. As for churches, I played for four square as a bass guitar. I didn't know eventually I would do music full time. And so in 2010, I was going to leave my job, because not because I wanted to do music full time, but because the pressure from my parents, not to do music, was so much.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm a software professional, by the way. So I wanted to resign and just leave, because I felt like I was supposed to do something in music, but not full time. I just wanted to leave my parents. And then eventually along the way in 2012, some things didn't just work out, and then the Spirit of God just took me um, to have some time with Him, and that was where He just revealed to me that, hey, guy, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and this is your assignment. This is what you're supposed to be doing within this period of time. When the next assignment comes, I'll let you know. But for me, it was in 2012 that it dawned on me that I was supposed to start doing music professionally full time. So at the moment, I do everything music: production, mixing, mastering, artistry, music business, everything music.
Only you, man of God. Only you. Don't you think we should ask God some questions? Only you. Please, I'm open. I need a signing. Or maybe we'll talk about that outside. Okay.
Of course, Doctor, you got praise my organ. You will do the signing.
All right. Okay. So, I believe, because you've said it so much, in the course of our discussion, now, that your mom was a major part of your supporter. She has been your number one fan, taking you right from when you were young, to church, to rehearsals and all of that. So outside your mom, who are some of your heroes, the people that believed in you, the people that you are accountable to, that saw that gift on the inside of you? Like, even before you made up, God spoke to you, finally made up your mind to go into music, fully in 2012. I believe there were people that were also seeing that on the inside of you, like, encouraging you, influencing, like, you have to do this. Who are some of those people?
Okay, thank you for that question. First, I'll start from my mom. My mom has been my number one supporter.
the network.
She would let me use her comb. She would let me use can you hear me?
Okay, I
Hello,
can hear you now. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so she would let me use her comb. She would let me make all the noise at home. She would get what she needed to get for me, drumsticks and all of that. So she created that spark. The late Ibro John, there used to be a musician in Abuja. Then late Ibro John, he saw me and then he brought me into his group. He actually was going to pay for my music school, for me to learn the keyboard, but keyboard wasn't my thing, so I couldn't proceed with that. Prayer Link Evangelical Ministry is a church that came to Abuja sometime in 1999. I remember very much that I went with my mom to church for their inaugural service. I'm not sure it was their inaugural service. It was my first time there, and it seemed like I never played drums anywhere before. As a young boy, I had never played the drums anywhere. I was just in the place of imagination. I just kept imagining that I would be able to play the drums because of all the noise that I used to make at home. So when the pastor asked, who can play drums, I raised my hand up, and before I could blink, I saw myself on the drums. So it was just amazing. I didn't have the opportunity to play in children's church. This was from a no drama history to playing for a church. So Prayer Link gave me the opportunity to become the church drummer, and I learned in the process. Christ Embassy also, when they just came to Abuja, they just opened their branch. I was the first drummer also. They asked my uncle, and he said he had one young boy at home, so he took me, and they just kept pushing me and giving me opportunities and introducing me to some people that will be able to teach me. TY Mix, the producer, he also at some point was took me on board to teach me production and a few things. At the moment, Dr. Tim Godfrey, Nosa, before I come to Dr. Tim Godfrey, Nosa, I was just a young boy that could sing, and I really wanted to become an artist. And so I used to send Nosa messages on Facebook. Hey, bros, have fun, how you do? I love your music, I love your music, I love your music. I would love you to be my mentor, I would love, And eventually he asked me to come around. That was when after I had moved to Lagos to do music full time. Nosa was one of those people I would always check up on me and ask me, hey guy, how are you doing this thing? How are you studying? How are you praying? How are you writing? Or come see me for studio, make you see how they take on one or two things. And right now I'm with Dr. Tim Godfrey. Dr. Tim Godfrey. Before that, my wife used to she used to come along. She used to come around the studio also to help me and
Back up.
help me with BGVs and all of that, because she was a choir. She was in the choir, But at the moment, my wife doesn't even want anything to do with me.
Wow.
I don't know why. So my wife and Dr. Tim Godfrey, at the point where I was really tired of a whole lot of things, Dr. Tim Godfrey called me up that I should come and let's have the meeting, and then we had series of discussions. We had like 2 meetings, and then he said, hey guy, I would like you to come on board. I would like to sign you and have you on Rocks Nation, because I see the giftings, I see the talent, and God is speaking to me, and then he signed me. So these are the people: my mom, Nosa, Prayer Link, Christ Embassy, my wife, Dr. Tim Godfrey. Yes.
Wow, thank God for those people. Thank God for that. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere as I play you a song by Okey, Sokay, HSKT,
Head, shoulder, knees,
and shoulder, nails, and toe. Listen and be blessed. Don't go anywhere.
Cloud9 Media.
Ha! This song is for every child of God. So if you know you are a child of God, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, make it dance now, oh yeah, it's okay now. My head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. It all belongs to Jesus. Head, shoulders. down and we praise his name. For by his blood, yes, we overcame. I never, never, never ever stop to pray. We give ourselves to you this day, Lord. My head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. We all belong to Jesus. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
On the
Head,
hill.
shoulders, knees, and toes. We all belong to you. My head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Searchlight with Joy on
AP Radio UK.
and MZ Radio London.
Yeah, you're welcome back to Searchlight with Joy on MC Radio UK and AP Radio UK London. You are welcome back. I am still here with my brother and my friend. Yes, he's my brother and he's my friend. Automatically, it is signed.
Yes.
Whether
it is.
anybody likes it or not. And there
It
won't be
is.
that.
That's true. That's true.
Oh my God, you're welcome back. So I'm still here with him and he's sharing a story with us. So if you're listening, please sit tight because you're about to hear things that will encourage you in Jesus' name. Now let's move into this show properly. We're looking at the music journey, and a lot of people feel that you have a song right now that is
Yeah.
trending. You're well known right now. People are, man, okay, it's okay, man, that guy, can't you see the way, I mean, look at the way he's young, he's even married, only him 9B song this one, this, man, that guy is loaded. God, what is happening to me? God, why me, why God, but why, you are wicked. God, look at only this guy, na producer, songwriter, singer, instrumentalist, musician, he's now married with how many kids? God, this is not fair. This is, people just they just cook things and just be like, man, you're all set for life. Amen. We are set for life in Jesus' name. But like I said earlier,
Amen.
People don't know that in spite at whatever stage that you're in right now, you've come, it's been a process, and that process has carried a lot of problems. It has come with so much, but people don't know. They just, like, people can send you text messages on your phone, Instagram, I need you to do this for me, I need you to do that, but underneath they don't know that you yourself, there's some things you're also going through, and they just look like, man, as far this one song is blowing, that guy is made for life. What is that story behind, your glory? You've gone through, some down periods in your life. Please share with us. Let people know that it has not always been, the glory. What is that one point in your life that you've, had issues and you were almost leaving the music ministry? God, when I had a quiet time with you, you told me, you didn't tell me I was going to go through all of this wahala. So tell us, what is the process like for you?
Okay. Thank you. Is my mic loud now? Is better?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, I've been through a lot, and it's not like we've stopped. It's not like I've stopped going through situation. Yeah, it's a process till we leave the surface of the earth. We'll still keep having challenges from one point at some point. So for me, I've had a lot of challenges, a whole lot of challenges. I've been rejected. Now let me start from before I started doing music full time. I had an album that I had finished recording rather, and then I sent it to a marketer, and he was like, hey guy, this album, how you just finish an album and you be excited, your immediate family members will be excited, your church members will be excited, and they'll be like, this is powerful, this is amazing, and I sent it to the marketer and he was like, hey, we can't work with this album. And I'm like, why? What is wrong with it? After my family has given me hope, my church, they cheered me up, and then he was like, this one, meet standard, oh, you have to mix it again. So it was at that point that I felt like, hey, okay, I think I need to go to this Lagos, make her leave Abuja, or they make her go this Lagos, make her go see how they do the thing, So I left Abuja, I went to Lagos, met with this Mark. Before I could meet with him, it was like I was going to meet the president. I would go to Alaba, come back, go to Alaba, come back, go to Alaba for like almost 2 months.
Wow.
Eventually, I met with him, and then he now told me that I needed to mix the whole album again, blah, 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 blah. So that's where the whole journey and story about different challenges started from. So I had to tell my mom that, okay, you know what, I need to quit this job that I'm doing now, and I need to go to Lagos. It was, we fought, but family rejection first, Not everybody would see the assignment that God has called.
Yeah.
In fact, you are the only person that would see the assignment that God has called you to, first of all.
Sure.
So you would face rejection from close ones, family members, loved ones. That was the first thing. My mom, my stepdad, they were like, it's either you leave this house or you take your job. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Me, I will leave. I've always been I don't want to use the word strong-headed, a go-getter. So I left the house, rejection from family. I left the house, and then I moved to Lagos. I didn't know anyone in Lagos. Okay, no, let me not say I didn't know anyone in Lagos. I knew someone, Deji Akimuyiwa, but their house was so full, So the only option was to stay with a friend of Deji's elder brother, which is Metronome. I forgot to mention him earlier. So Metronome housed me in a small space. This is my small home studio, yeah. But both the house and the studio was not as big as this space. That was as at 2009. So I would sleep in the floor. Sometimes I would sleep like this in the studio just because there was no place to sleep, and that happened for like 2 years.
Wow.
So rejection from family. My family didn't want to hear anything about music. They just really wanted me to succeed. I had a job that was paying very well. I was a supervisor. They were paying me very well. I decided I was going to leave to go to Lagos, and so I left, and then I had to face reality. Guy, this music, you need to do it very well. And so meeting Ife, I had to sleep on the floor in Ife's house for over a year. I would sleep, wake up, sleep. At some point, I started asking God, I said, God, you sure say this music will say man do? Because after I decided to go back to Lagos to now do this thing, it was now like nobody was even looking at my face. Like, this body of work, reach anywhere. So rejection, people talk down on me, like, you can't even sing. Your body of work is zero. So what are you trying to do? So I felt like rag. I felt like I was hopeless. Like, I've lost my job. Right now I'm stranded. God, now you tell me make I do this thing. What is it? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? But now I know that all of those things, you see, the Bible says all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. According to his purpose is the key phrase for me. According to his purpose, So now I look back and I know that all of those things that happened were meant to just prepare me for where I am now. So I slept on the floor in the whole time while I was staying. Through the whole time while I was staying at the first place when I was sleeping on the ground, I had the opportunity or the phase of my life where I had to interact with a lot of secular guys. So at that phase, or in that phase, I was tempted to want to switch to doing secular. Doing secular music is not hard. Lyrics comes to me easily. It just flows. So I used to be like a songwriter for them. Wow. Nice. I've worked with Nice. I've worked with ID Kabasa. I've worked with one day called Okey. Not like I've worked with a lot. I've worked with a lot of them. It just comes. VC Perez. It just comes. and then it flows. It just flows like that, you know. So I was tempted. At some point, my younger ones were saying, "Okay, are you sure you will not just switch to secular? Are you sure you will not just switch to secular? See the vibe you are creating, see the beat you are making, see the way you can sing. Are you sure you will not just
Wow.
switch?" You know, so staying at Metronome's place in Bariga was a trying time for me. You know,
Wow.
that was where I had to decide on whether I really needed to do gospel music, strengthen me, and then eventually I decided that no turning I meant to do. At some point, my sisters that were on my, why don't you do secular so that you can make money? Why don't you do secular so that you can make money? You know, and then everybody just left me. So it was like, this boy, you're on your own. It's like you're confused. The gospel music, what you want to do, the marketers say you no reach. People where they hear for Lagos say you no reach standard. Now, make you reproduce. You know if you reproduce, you know if you do gospel music, what are you doing? You know?
Oh my God.
So,
Interesting.
so I just kept holding on to the word. Yeah, I just kept holding on to the word of God. Father, you have called me to do this thing. That you tell me, say, because the first official music that I released that eventually became big was Head, Shoulder, Knees, and Toe that you just played.
Yeah.
You know? So at some point I decided that, okay, you know what? Let me just get a job back to just keep body and soul together. Because hunger fire me. I was sleeping on the floor. I was hungry. I didn't have any money. And I didn't have any money. Then my wife was still in school. You know, she was in Covenant University, and then she would come look for me. She would bring some things for me. She would pray with me. She would leave. And me, I started asking myself, I said, me now, I want to do now, I go marry this girl now. This girl will get this high standard. I want to do. I sure say I want to do this music.
Man of
I
God.
I'm not going to just give myself break.
let me just cut you right there, because it's a huge story, and I believe viewers and listeners are getting blessed with that story. Quickly looking back to those years now, you know, take a retrospect. Like, what would you say? Would you say it has worked for you? And you know, a beautiful story looking at it right now, like you want to say, thank God that I didn't give up in, you know, at that point in my life. Would that be your story right now? Would that be what you would say? Or you like, oh, I beg, that thing didn't work, all the while that I went through still didn't make any sense, you know? So would you say it worked for you, an eternal weight of glory, that you're glad you went through it?
Yeah, I would say that it really worked. I'm really excited for where I am now, and I'm excited for where God is taking me to. The Spirit of God helped me and kept me to stay strong. Yeah, so I'm excited. The whole story and the whole testimony prepared me for where I am now, and I'm really excited. I didn't just learn to be a musician. I learned patience. I learned perseverance. I learned relationship management. I learned how to handle dramatic people. You know, I learned a whole lot of things. I learned how to interact with people. I learned business management. I learned how to mentor people, because I had to work with some people to mentor me. It was in the process that I became a teacher. You know, so now I teach production. I teach mixing and mastering. I'm a pastor in training. It was through all this phase that I got to learn all of these things to help me become who I am now. So I'm really, really glad, and I'm excited for where I am now, knowing fully well that everything that I've been through has worked together for good, because I love God and I'm called according to His purpose. Yes.
Wow. It is a wow. Okay, so in those periods that you were sleeping on the floor, you know, counting ceilings, you just like, oh God, when would this be? When will it happen? What are the songs, you know, that kept you going? You know, those times you feel frustrated, you go out, you come in, you're rejected, people saying different things, families saying their own, and then you're filled with so much, you know, burden. What are those songs that help you, you know, unburden those pressure, this frustration, what are those 5 songs you just quickly want to name? Like these were the songs I was listening to. What were those 5 songs?
I'm pressed, but not pressed.
Yeah.
I'm
I've traded my sorrow.
Trading my sorrow,
Yeah.
Creating me a clean heart, oh Lord, and renew the right spirit within me. I used to sing that song a lot because I needed the Spirit of God to just dwell in me to help me
Yeah.
maintain and keep my mind
Sanity.
sane. Yeah. So press down, checking together. What's it called? Creating me, no sir. I am a star.
Yeah.
I don't know the title
A
of the song. I know the
star,
God
yeah,
has made
I'm a
you
star.
a star.
Star,
Yeah,
star.
that's the third song. Which other song? You are. Oh, you are my daily bread. Fred Hammond.
Okay.
You are my
Mm.
living word. You are my present help. That's 4. I think those are the 4 songs that. So, I'm trading my sorrow, creating me a clean heart. God has made you a star, and you are my daily bread.
Yeah.
You are by Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
Those 4 songs.
Wow. So those times, I also believe outside those songs, there were people, that were speaking into your life. There were people that were encouraging you at those periods in your life. I believe. So do you want to share with us or mention the people that believed in you when others are like discouraging you? I believe there were people, at every point in our lives. I truly believe that God will send key people into our lives for a reason. For it could be for a short period, and sometimes God
Yeah.
sent people into our life for the season that we are in, just for that season. And when that season elapses, something might happen. They may leave, but at every point in our lives, I believe there's someone God has always sent to us. So who were the people that were speaking into your life, professionally, spiritually, physically, and all of that we're just like, okay, don't worry, see, we got your back, listen, this thing where they go through, so don't worry, it go happen, it go soon happen. Who were the people that were encouraging you?
So for me, I think I can just count them. First, my wife. My wife was always there to pray for me, pray with me, encourage me. We hardly saw it. It was a distance relationship as at then. I was in Lagos, she was in Abuja, or she would be in school, and but she would always pray for me all the time. She would call on me to check on me. Sometimes she would come around to just encourage me and be like, "Hey, this phase will soon be over. If God has called you to do this thing, just hold on, don't give up. Hold on and wait just a little while. Don't let go. Hold on to the words that God has spoken to you about, and stay there in the place of your assignment. Stay there in the place of our assignment. Regardless of what's happening, regardless of who is doing what and who is not doing what, just stay focused and stay there where you are." So my wife, Ife, Metronome is his name. Metronome gave me a studio. Actually, I didn't know how to mix and master, but
Wow.
the way Ife would hype me, Ife would hype me and say, "Hey, this guy, he can mix, he's the best mixing engineer." So what that did was it put me on my toes to learn.
Yeah.
So Ife kept encouraging me. I would mix. Ife would never allow any other person to mix his song, even if what I'm mixing is 0. Ife would take it and say, "This is the best." This. So sometimes I'll listen to those songs now, and I'm like, "What's Ife the year for this thing?" And then Ife will be like, "I just encourage you. I will just laugh about it. We'll just laugh about it." So my wife, Ife, Nosa. Pastor Noza once in a while would call me and ask me to come around the studio. I couldn't sing before. I didn't have the voice. I still don't believe that I'm a very good singer, actually, But Nosa would call me to come around, to come and listen to him record, just see how he does his thing, to just show me the way, yeah, I think these three people, Okey would always encourage me. He would call me from where he is to encourage me, and because he knows my background, he knows that he was there from the beginning when it was just I and my mom, when I was still a little. I actually call him my elder brother. Chidebere would always call me. In fact, the full family, the Okey family, they will call me and say, okay, how far are you there? What's happening there now? Okay, how much you need? What thing you need to do? Or yeah, take this money, go buy them. Even if you know rich, just manage, just hold on. Just hold on. So everyone needs someone that would encourage them at some point or the other.
True.
Even if for me, most of the time I felt like it was just me in the whole thing. But looking back now and from this question, it just dawned on me that these few people were always there to encourage me, give me the right words at the right time. Sometimes I'll feel like, God, am I sure that I won't leave? At some point, when I complained that I wanted to go look for a secular job, normal office 9-to-5 job that I used to have before, if I was like, no, I need to stay here because I believe that there is something that you're supposed to be doing. I believe that God has called you to do something. And most times when people tell me they believe God has called me to do, I say, why this and alone and they see what thing God don't call me to do? Me, I know they see what thing don't call me. How far? And so if I helped me get a job that was still music related, so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I wasn't distracted, so I was still in the music industry, the music scene, learning, working, and making money from the music scene. It's not like I was going to a 9-to-5 job to do something else that would distract me. So these few people were always there to encourage me, support me, pray for me, bless me, fight for me. They will be the first to mention my name. I have someone that can do it. Praise World Radio, Tola, Tola, Praise World Radio would always call me and say, okay, you know what, this is your music, I think that you should do it like this. I think Tola and Spice, Tola and AQ, they were the two critics that I still have. They criticized my music with the aim of making it better. So it actually gave me constructive criticism. They tell me that, okay, guy, this thing, this is not what you should do. This is how you should go about it, So these people are always there to encourage.
This is beautiful, beautiful story. Thank God for people like that in our lives. I truly believe that at every point in our life, God will raise people that will stand for us. No matter how, the truth is, it's not about the money. So because people will feel like if nobody's giving, when I'm going through something and nobody's giving me financial, support, that means it's not happening for me. But that's not true.
No.
Because they said a problem shared is a problem I've solved. I've solved. So there are people that when they just know that you're going through, their prayers alone can uphold you, can keep
That's
you. So there are people. It's not just the financial support. So we bless God for people like that in your life. We're gonna take a short break quickly, and I will play you yet another song of Okey, Sokay, titled Younger. Listen and be blessed. Don't go anywhere. We're still here with him, and I'll be right back.
One, two, cassette. Now I will boast in the Lord, for He is my pride. I am now prided.
Okay.
Some put their trust in chariots and others in horses. Wow. But I trust in the Most High. Why I don't go high? Wow. So tell me why I don't go to Shakara when I got Jesus. Wow. Tell me why I don't go to Younger when I am Jugu. I go to Younger.
Okay.
I go to younger, younger, to younger. Nítorí mo ní Jésù, I go to younger, younger, younger. Ungana, see, I go to younger, younger, younger. Even when it's a Jesus, younger, younger, younger. He's my shield, my shelter, savior and master.
Searchlight with Joy on AP Radio UK and MZ Radio London.
Whew. Younger. Man of God. That song, I feel like preaching on that song. Oh, glory to God. That song, I just had to control myself, because the spirit of dance was entering my body. That song is a jam, oh man.
Thank God.
We bless God for that. Yes, so you're welcome back to Searchlight with Joy on MZ Radio and AP Radio London. I am still here, even though we're about to leave with my brother and my friend. It's not my fault, too. So if you are listening and if you're watching, like how is he your brother? Is my brother? Don't worry, just leave it. We're still here with him, and it's been an exciting story journey with him. It's been sharing his music journey, and I believe you have been blessed at one point or the other hearing his story. Sometimes people just look at you for you. I don't get it. They just look at you. They don't even know that you too, you are having your own. You're having your own, But we thank God for the glory. That's because he said, in all things you will not be ashamed, So his glory is just covering everything for us. So we are grateful to God for that. Let people keep saying we are grateful. But before we go quickly, I want to ask you, so at your journey right now, or on your journey right now, what point are you right now? Will you say, I'm at a peak, I'm very successful right now, because successful is relative, whatever, it is. So at what point are you on your journey right now?
Okay, I think that I'm just starting. I don't think that I've done anything yet. I think that I'm just at the beginning, primary phase of my assignment. God has helped us do one or two amazing songs, but that's just
wow.
We've not started at all. So I think
God.
that I'm just about to start. I think
man of God, hold on. Everybody that's been coming, you people, I don't understand. You people have been, I'm just starting. So where are you guys leaving us? Hey, Father. If you guys are just starting, we are crawling, no?
Sometimes we can't just say we're true. We not be all send ourselves. So we don't feel say we don't.
We never arrive.
So anyway, he says, yeah, So I think that we're still going.
Yeah. So in all of your journeys so far, because I believe you've been traveling, for ministrations. What is that funniest memory you have, in your journey so far? Like maybe a road trip, or one of those funny stories you went for ministration. What is that one funniest story you just quickly want to leave with us?
Okay, so it was at Silverbird. We went for what's that event called? I can't remember. It was a major event that they do at Silverbird Galleria in Lagos here, and then they had a whole lot of people. Then I was still trying to groom a band, sort of, So my drummer didn't know how to. He didn't know how to make use of a computer very well to play our music, because we use our stems a lot, So I can't remember how the whole thing went, and there was nobody none of the musicians could rectify it. So I had to tell the guys, I had to tell the audience, please hold on. And then I went I went behind the drummer to carry my laptop, adjust. This was for like 5 minutes. I had to adjust it, and I was talking from behind the drummer, and I was adjusting till I got it right. And then by the time I played, I came back. We had a lot of big people there then. Wale Oni, Nosa, a lot of people were there that day, and it was just so funny. But I said, this one, I must get it right. If it means I'll go play the loo by myself, I'll go. So I just told the audience, please, you guys should. It was in the middle of the performance administration. I told them, please, guys, hold on. Let me sort out this.
Saying that right now, I think because a lot of people like professionalism, perfection, and all of that. I've ministered in a church back in Bury where Pastor Paul came, to also minister in that program. But he sang before we came up, to minister. And for over 20 minutes, he refused to minister. And like, unless you people rectify that sound, I ain't singing. So I can understand you. I do understand you perfectly. Yes, the time is, oh my God. Yeah, so before you leave today, a lot of people, one of the main reasons we're putting this together is for people to be encouraged, people to know that they are not alone. Every great person they are seeing today have gone through, a process. So what is that one word you quickly want to leave in a minute? You want to leave with someone watching you right now, someone listening to you that is struggling, on their own journey right now. What is that one word you quickly want to leave to encourage somebody?
Okay, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge, and he shall direct. So trust in the Lord, just trust. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is like holding on to the result. This is the result. I'm holding on to it. Sorry, my baby's crying. I'm holding on to this thing. I'm holding on to this thing. Faith. So Proverbs 3:5-6 has been my watchword. Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
Lean not on your own understanding.
In all your ways acknowledge
him,
and he shall direct.
Amen. Thank you so much, Minister Okey Sokay. Please, in a second, how come what brought up that name? Is that your real name?
Yeah, okay is my name. Okay, Sokay. Okay is so okay. Okay,
okay is okay, like okay.
Okay is so okay.
Okay.
Yoruba means okay, see okay, like from one.
Are you a Yoruba?
No, I'm not. I'm Igbo actually, but I've stayed in Lagos for 10 years now.
All right. So, how can people quickly get your songs if they want to listen to your songs? How can they reach you? Get your songs.
All social media platforms, on all platforms, just search for Okey Sokay, Okey space Sokay, and you'll find everything about me. Okey space Sokay. All platforms.
Thank you so much, man of God. I am truly grateful and honored to have you here. So, viewers, if you're watching, if you're listening, I want to say we've come to the end of this show, and I am so honored to be hosting this great people of God. Till I come your way again next week, I want to quickly give a shout out to MZ Radio, AP Radio, and also Benjamin in the house for helping. So G Harmony for helping out. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are a blessing. Until I come your way again, it's me saying bye-bye and God bless you as I leave you with a song from Okey Sokay titled Good. May God be good to you this week. May God bless you and keep you. Bye-bye. Amen. And God bless you.
what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me. It's a very simple chorus. Jesus said you are so good. Jesus said you are so good. What no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me. Say, Jesus. Come on, lift your voice to him. So good, Jesus. Say, you are so what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me. Okwakibere wanyaga turime. Okwakibuchukwama munazekbere what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no man can do. You have done for me what no